What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to set up an LLC for your wholesaling real estate business and what is the purpose of having an LLC. That being said, this video is going to be value packed from the beginning all the way to the end, so make sure you stick around and watch the whole video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go down below, hit the red button and subscribe. It helps me grow the channel, reach more people, so I'd really appreciate it if you go subscribe. But with that being said, let's get into it. So what is an LLC, right? What is a limited liability company? So let me go ahead and share my screen with you and we'll go over that. So a limited liability company is a business structure that combines aspects of a partnership and a corporation. LLCs offer limited liability protection, which means that the owner's personal assets are generally protected from the business debts and obligations. So what does that mean, okay? What does that mean? That's the value there of why you should create an LLC rather than wholesaling in your name. When doing any business activities and when entering into any contracts, you don't necessarily want to be doing that under your personal name, because if any issues happen, there's going to be claims that can be brought against you personally. Now, if you create an LLC and you conduct all your business activities under that LLC, now that LLC is like a shield. It's separated from yourself, so that way if any issues happen, the first thing they go after is that LLC rather than you. So like Google said, it can protect your personal assets. So that way just the business is at liability of your business endeavors. So that's why there's a benefit to an LLC. Also, there's a tax benefit to creating an LLC. You're going to be able to write off more of your expenses so that way you lower your tax bill, right? Because if you have an LLC, you'll be able to write off all your gas as a business expense, some of your lunches where you have meetings, where you're meeting with people at lunch, you'll be able to write that off as a business expense. So there's just so many more write-offs with having an LLC that will help you save money on your tax bill. Now, another plus to having an LLC is it makes you look more professional when you are wholesaling real estate, right? If the customer, the homeowner, sees that you own a company, it's a company that's trying to buy the property, it's just going to look so much more legit and professional. So now let's get into how to create the LLC. Now, there's a few different ways to create the LLC, and it depends on your state. Each state is different. And there's certain states like Delaware and Wyoming where they're non-disclosure states. So you can create an LLC there, and it's very hard for people to find out who the actual owners are of that LLC. So if you guys want to do a LLC where there's non-disclosure so nobody knows that you own it for even more privacy and protection, you can use a Delaware or Wyoming LLC, and I think Nevada does that as well. Now, again, this video is not legal or financial advice. I'm just simply stating some information that I believe that I know. So next is each state is different, right? And there's a few different ways to get an LLC created. So for example, what you can do is you can go directly to your Secretary of State in most states, and they're going to give you information on exactly how to create a company, how to create an LLC. Now, what usually has to be done is you have to spend about $80 and fill out a bunch of forms, and then something has to be ran in the newspaper sometimes, and then that LLC will be able to be created. Now, that's how you save money and only spend like $80 doing it. Now, Arizona makes it really easy because we have something called the Arizona Corporation Commission. In your state, you may have a corporation commission as well. What you're able to do when there's a corporation commission is you don't have to really figure anything out. They have all the documents on their website and instructions on how to fill them out, and all you have to do is submit it to them and you'll be able to create an LLC. Through the Arizona Corporation Commission, you can get an LLC created for under $50. And they have all the instructions there on how to properly do it. Now, the other way, which I've used to set up an LLC before as well, is just simply Googling LLC creation. Now, there's going to be a bunch of companies out there that create LLCs for you. Taylor Brands, LegalZoom. LegalZoom's a really good one. Zen Business will create one for you. There's a bunch of My Corporation. and LegalZoom, right? LegalZoom's one of the best ones. That's the ones that I've used in the past. So what LegalZoom does is they actually have an attorney set up the LLC for you so all the paperwork's done properly, and they also set themselves as the registered agent. So that way if anybody mails your LLC, the registered agent, that company is going to receive that mail first, so that way you're not getting mail served to your office. It's another layer of protection. These companies that create LLCs for you where it's a hands-off task, they do everything for you, they charge like a couple $100s to do it. So guys, if you don't want to figure it out and you don't care about saving like $100, just go pay one of these companies, LegalZoom or Taylor Brands. They'll create the LLC for you. They'll make sure everything's right. They'll get everything squared away, and that way you know you're doing it right. And also, they'll do it for any state. So you can choose to create your LLC in any state you want, and these companies will do it for you. So it's a little bit easier to figure out than getting it set up yourself. Like for example, I know how to get it done in Arizona, but to create an LLC in another state like Minnesota, I wouldn't know how to get it done. So I would just go pay one of these companies to go set it up and create it for me. Now, there's another thing to consider. There is attorneys out there that will charge you an arm and a leg to set up an LLC for you, and it's not essential. You don't necessarily need an attorney involved in order to get an LLC created. You can use one of those websites, or you can go to the Secretary of State yourself and set it up. So don't let an attorney charge you thousands of dollars to create a simple LLC limited liability company, because it costs like $100 to do so. Now, if that attorney is setting up some other legal structure for you, or a further corporation like an S corp or a nonprofit or other organizations you can set up, then yeah, that makes sense why they're charging you that much. But if it's a simple LLC setup, don't let an attorney rip you off, okay? Now guys, I have a gift for you for sticking around to the end of the video. I'm going to go ahead and give you my purchase contract, my assignment contract, and my cold calling script for wholesaling real estate for 100% free as a thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. So if you go to jacobblank.com/free, and there will be a link down below in the description for this, all you have to do is input your information, and then you're going to be able to download my resources for 100% free. So make sure you go to jacobblank.com/free and download those resources. But other than that, I hope you guys found this video valuable. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. And guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go down below, hit the red button, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach more people and grow the channel, so I'd really appreciate it if you go subscribe. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.